Om Shanti. Welcome to the second episode of Four Dimensions of Silence. Yesterday, we discussed major on three dimensions. The first dimension was silence as a virtue, then second, silence, the power, third, silence, the wisdom, and the fourth, silence as an infinite experience. Before going to infinite experience, we need to explore more about the wisdom part. It's all a step by step process. Mostly, we think what we know about silence at the level of virtue, that silent in my behavior, silent in my speech, silent in my walk. So this is silence. But from silence to power, power means getting work done with your silence environment. Silence as wisdom, knowing that who am I, who is mine, and from where I came. So all these questions are coming under wisdom, and then to experience the infinite experience of silence. What do we mean by infinite experience? I need 5 minutes of silence, the quietness. You know, you may live to a place which is very peaceful, which has a quietness around. You may go to far from civilization and you feel like you are at a very silent place with all natural ambience, with no disturbing sound around. But still, this is halfway to our silence, going deeper in silence so that the silence becomes peace. Peace is the real innate quality of soul. So, going in that direction, we need to understand science of silence. Science is a tool which is used to explain different phenomena. Usually, we cannot say that these phenomena are first time this phenomena is existing, or when science has explained this phenomena, then only this phenomena came in existence. Actually, no. I used to give this example to people. It is not that when photosynthesis was discovered or explained, that day itself photosynthesis was done first time. No, photosynthesis was going on since long, but science was not that developed that science could able to explain the process. That day, it is not that we discover photosynthesis. It is we discover the capacity of science to know, understand that existing phenomena. But slowly we have become so scientific that we need this tool all the time inside. And then only we feel that faith in any process. Well, if we talk about silence, it is something dependent on thoughts, and it is something dependent on the inner experience. Think for a moment, 30 thoughts per minute. Sometimes maybe few minutes are there which have many more thoughts. There are many, there are few moments where we have less than 30 thoughts. We used to generate some thousand thoughts in a day. And there are few days when we used to generate some million thoughts because those days we are thinking a lot. And then we try to think less. And then we try to find silence. You know, s- silence as a wisdom. When we come to know about this part of our personality, that I am a soul, I am a very creative being in this body, very, very creative. We can see these days creativity has become the best profession. In any profession, if you are not creative, or if you are not creative, you are not competent. And if you are creative, if you are very creative, you are actually you are first in the run. I, the soul, is very, very creative by my own nature. And my first and foremost beautiful creation is my thought. Which type of thought I'm creating daily, and how much energy I supply to each of my thoughts. This is my basic creation. This creation is going to make me competent in this world in terms of silence. Competition in silence. For silence, I we all want to live happily, but we just seek for our happiness. We seek for power or strength, but we forget all these things are connected with the internal silence. We'll show you a slide here for the science of silence. You know, in science, we used to, in chemistry, when all molecules are created, we see that one element connects with another element and they create another molecule which has totally new features, like hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas. One perfect combination of H2O, two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen way, combined in one different way, it becomes water. It becomes water, which is universal solvent, which is basis of life, which is liquid at normal temperature. Rather, hydrogen and oxygen are gases, all new features. Let's understand the science of silence. There are few important qualities which always connect with silence. We are going to show you one slide, the science of silence. There are many qualities. If I keep silence as one component of that molecule, we can have infinite number of molecules created with the help of some few cooperative molecules to silence. Number one, silence as patience. Silence and patience. Now, this makes a person a calm, composed, and patient person. This person is always welcomed from others. This type of person are very victorious in their relations. They are winning in friendships, silence, and knowledge. Now, this makes a molecule. Any knowledge or the knowledge of silence, any knowledge, even if you want to learn um, cooking, you want to learn driving, you want to learn alphabets of any language, you have to go into the silence. Knowledge and silence together, they gives a new molecule of learning. Knowledge, silence, and love together, they create relationships. Silence and love, they create kindness. Then silence and clarity, they create strength, power. I'm clear what I'm doing, but still I'm not boasting about it. I'm silent. Then this type of person, a powerful person, it creates power. Truth and silence. This creates sweetness. This is pleasant truth. When you are true and you use silence to come into existence, then it becomes very sweet truth. And then finally, I'll say creativity and silence. This creates magic, meditation. This is something where you can make experiments in your life. These are very few components which I have taken to combine with silence. But there are many other qualities I can actually associate with silence. Silence the virtue, silence the knowledge, silence the wisdom. And I can go into experiences, good experience. Thanks for this slide. So, to experiment with silence, you have to gain some knowledge and patience. Patience itself is a part of silence, you can say. So, when I have to experiment with silence, what I need to experiment and how to start my experiment, because your experiment will lead you to experience. Number one, we will go for the same four dimensions of silence. These four dimensions can be taken as four steps, four aspects, four ways of silence. But these four are very important if you want to make a mastery over silence. So, these four dimensions, if you want to experiment with your inner silence, number one, start with your virtues. Virtues means, yesterday I told you, silence as a virtue means what is surface, what is manifested in your behavior. Now, this has called many list over here. Number one, silence in your speech. Silence in speech means your words will have proper sound, it will have proper volume, your sentence will have proper space between different words. There will be clarity, subject, subject matter, clarity, and grace in your words. This is silence in speech. Of course, truth comes in the package of that. This is silence in speech. Then silence in working. When I work, if I am working quietly, I'm working in silence, that doesn't mean I have to be slow. There is no relation between silence and slowness. No, both are opposite. If you are working in silence, you'll be actually quicker than others. You'll be very quick. So, if I am working in silence, my work will not be time wasted work. It will be a planned work. It will be a work where I know the extra time and I want to use of extra time. Like if I am doing four things and I'm going that way. So if I have some more work in that way, I can do it. I can do it. So these things help me if I am silent. These things help me to gain extra time in my life. Silence while walking. That is, I walk with focus. I walk properly, but I have a topic in my mind which is giving me some good energy. You know, silence and thinking. I'm creating my thoughts with my wish, with the subject which I want to create thoughts over it. Because if the soul is not creative enough to create thoughts according to your own feeling, your own subject, then you will be taken over by environment. Environmental subject will automatically dominate over you, and then you are taken over by it. Then you will actually not feel that silence. You are silent or not. Let's check that whether the first level of experiment, that physically I can feel silence or not. That first level of experience. Let's experiment with that. When you are trying to sleep, when you are trying to sit idle, not even sitting time, when you are trying to sleep, are you really relaxing and sleeping? Or throughout the day, whatever you did, whenever you are trying to sleep, all these chapters are open in your mind and you are revisiting these chapters again because the experience which you were supposed to experience that time, you didn't. There was only half experience. So that time, because you were taken over by some other work, so what you did, you just kept it pending. And when you try to sleep, all these previous matter, maybe today's matter, maybe yesterday's matter, maybe few days back, or maybe long back. But because this is a pending matter, it is not concluded. When you try to sleep, the chapters get open. And this machine, the brain, this machine start working at the highest speed. Like when our car is moving, when engine is going on, nothing will happen. And as soon as you will stop your car, that fan starts moving in your engine, and then fan will run at a very high speed that moment. In the same way, when you try to go into silence, maybe during meditation or maybe during when you want to sleep, automatically this machine starts working at high speed. That means you are not silence. You are not in silence. First experiment at your physical behavioral level. Try to conclude matters. If you are getting some matter in your mind when you go to sleep, get up, sit down, talk to God, do some meditation, conclude your thoughts, make yourself empty, and then sleep. In Brahma Kumaris, we experiment, means experimentally, we say that sleep is like a small death. It's almost a death every day. Small for some time only, this death is there. So if I want to be peaceful at the time of my real death, then I have to be peaceful when I am sleeping. So what do you do? Get up, get back up, and revise your day. Conclude your feelings. Sleep again. the first level of silence. And we think, this is it, I become peaceful. No, this will be reversible. This can be, this is the first level, least level, primary school. Then comes silence the power, where I create an aura with my thoughts and I get my work done. Experiment this with your knowledge. Here comes one important thing, that when I create good thoughts or any thoughts, we know that these thoughts create an energy around me, energy zone around me. This creates an aura. This can be big, this can be small, thick, sparse, anything. So, this energy aura, this is my long time thinking. What I am thinking all the time, this is going to create energy aura. Now tell me, am I thinking good all the time? If not, consciously am I thinking bad? There are 3 4 questions when I talk about my aura. Number 1, consciously or unconsciously, am I thinking good, normal, at my normal level? Sometimes, normally, I think negative by some reason. कुछ ऐसा दिखाई दे गया, something is visible, something is in front of me. So I get one negative thought or 10 negative thoughts in me. That's fine. But the second question, am I consciously thinking negative or I am consciously stopping it? Am I stopping it? Third question, am I stopping it or am I allowing it, enjoying it? And the fourth, what type of thoughts I am floating generally? Floating means I enjoy those thoughts. Now, the fourth question is very much related with your aura. The type of thoughts which you enjoy, the type of thoughts which make you feel floating into, these thoughts are creating waves around you. These thoughts are creating your aura. Experiment with your aura. I think you also know that there are some people who who will just speak one thing, one word, and people are ready to do for them. And sometimes we keep saying, do this, do this, do this. They won't be able to do this. Why? Their aura. There are some people we're not able to lie with them. Their aura is so truthful. They do not allow us to speak lie. There are some people who are so happy, they are so jolly that we also feel very light with them. Their aura. What my aura suggests. Is it according to my choice? My aura is according to my choice? Or by accidentally, whatever I am thinking, it is creating an aura as a side effect? So think about it. Second experiment. Make your aura with your choice. Choose your powerful aura. Float in those feelings. Consciously create these feelings. Consciously support those thoughts. Let these thoughts flow in your mind and then enjoy those thoughts. Whichever thoughts you will enjoy, that thoughts will create a flow around you. It is not pressurized thinking, it is enjoyed thinking. If you think, Ruchi sister, with a pressure, with a commentary, make you sit in meditation, and then you meditate, holding your breather like this, and you think that, oh, I meditate 10 minutes by the force of Ruchi sister. Then it is not you are enjoying the feeling of silence. If you create it by yourself and then you feel good about it, then that means you are enjoying it. Then it will be deposited in your aura. And then somebody coming in vicinity of your aura, someone's aura overlap with your aura, maybe without saying you will get your work done. Experiment with that. Or by minimal speech, you will get to convince your thoughts to the other person. Why? Because your aura is so powerful, it is already convincing. Say for example, I don't want to come with you, and if my aura is confused, or I need to give 100 reasons to make that person settled. I need to give 100 reasons. I was not feeling well. I have little leg pain. It's cold outside. I'm very much allergic to cold. I don't have a scarf to wear. And that is why I don't want to come. And sometimes someone's aura is so strong, they'll say, look, there are few things. Don't take it otherwise. I don't want to come with you. And the other person is absolutely fine that you are not coming with them. Why? Because aura is very strong, positive, convincing. It is not coming from the core of ego, it is coming from the core of reality, truth, and the soul consciousness. Then the person becomes, okay, fine, no problem, next time. Well, experiments at third level. Third level is not experiment. With the third dimension, it's not exactly experiment. It is it is study. Know about yourself. Know more about the Almighty and know about your home. Because home is the place, even nowadays also, even the world which we are living right now, here also, we ask people from your where you belong. People say, I am from Hyderabad. Well, I am from Delhi. Well, I am from Ahmedabad. I am from Chennai. And immediately we get a thought inside, okay, Chennai person. They should speak English very well. Okay. Gujarat person. Okay, they cook very nice food. So your hometown gives a feeling, gives a suggestion about your nature. Think about a moment. Your home, not hometown, your eternal home. What should it suggest about you? Explore more, study more about it. My home. The number of time I go, consciously I go my home, come back. I go and come back. I go and come back. I keep knowing about it. Say, for example, my hometown town is Chennai. So I'm going Chennai after some 10 years. And I will say, oh, there are many changes. I have not been here since 10 years. So I feel changes there. If I go Chennai, my hometown, every 10 days or every month or every 5 months, then I don't feel much changes. And I feel very much updated about my hometown. In the same way, number of time I go to my home and come back, I remain updated about that eternal peace world. That's my home. And the final, the infinite experience of silence. All these three experiences will be pieces. The infinite experience will be going inside you. there is a whole world, the world which is meant for you, the world where you find your internal oasis of peace. It's only you need to throw some light over it and it will come visible to you. It's already there. Say, for example, think for a moment. I'm giving you one example. If you have been to any beach ever in your life, sea beach, nighttime, if you go to a sea beach nighttime, it's not much visible. You can see only some part of the ocean or beach or sea, water. But you know that it is very far, vast, it's very big. I'm seeing some part, and we keep enjoying that part only. We because that part is also beautiful, because the visible part where there is light and I can see that part of sea beach, I feel good. I listen to the sound of the waves and I am enjoying it. But the moment it's sunrise and the moment I can see the whole vastness of the sea, it seems like the doors inside open. Same thing you have to do inside. With the experiments of silence, the virtue, you open some part of your internal silence. Some part of that beach is visible. If you started speaking silently, working silently, walking silently, some part of silence is open. Then, if you started thinking powerfully, silently, your aura is becoming powerful. Then again, your some more part is open. You started exploring and studying. But now, let's go inside and consciously unlock the vastness of silence, the oasis which you are already carrying. You are eternal. Your nature is eternally peaceful. The first and foremost nature, which exists with you in all the dimensions of time, in all the dimensions of space, with body, without body, with birth, in any type of karma, the one quality which keep working with you, peace. Let's go inside in meditation. Well, I'm going to give you my thoughts. I will not say that I'm 100% correct or I am master of it, but I'm a student of silence, and well, I used to experiment with it. I'm going to give you my reflections to you, and I invite you to actually copy it. And if you feel it's not working for you, you can create your own way. If it is giving a good experience, then just go ahead with your anywhere it feels uncomfortable for you, you can stop and you can create your own visualization. Well, we'll start going inside for that infinite experience. Sit, sit straight. We'll show you a slide. Take a deep breath in, out. Again, breathe in and out. Keep your eyes half open. We will share meditation slide soon, and you can focus on that. Now, just feel your body is relaxing. Your body is relaxing in the chair, wherever you are sitting. If you are not sitting, please sit down. Keep your back straight, eyes focused on the slide, relaxed breathing, relaxed body. Visualize you are a tiny star in the middle of forehead. You are beautiful, brilliant, bright white star. Very small, but very bright. I am a soul. I, the soul, is life energy for this body. I, the soul, I travel inside. I'll travel inside my head and then I change the dimension of space. Visualize I, the star, I'm going inside the head space. From my forehead, I am walking in. As I go deeper inside, I find there is an energy door. I enter to this energy door and I reach to the room of inner consciousness. It's a small, tiny room, and I find today one window. I am a tiny star. I touch that window, and window is open. I can see vast sky outside and the ocean, but I am inside the room of inner consciousness. I am seeing the flow of water. There is no sound, but water is moving, playing. Waves are coming and going. I can see a big bright sun, a very clear sky, and a playful ocean, but there is no sound. I'm missing the sound of air, even water. It's the only sound which I can listen, is what you are listening now. I go out of this window. I'm going deeper, leaving the room of inner consciousness. I am going to eternity out of this window. I find the sun. Sun rays are not heated. Sun is giving a very beautiful experience. Water is also not cold. And wind is not creating a hassle. I go very, very in the middle of the ocean. I'm going very far in ocean. This is my internal consciousness. The water. I am a star on the surface of the ocean. The water is the silence inside me. The sky is the purity inside me. And the sun is my father. the Almighty. This is my eternal consciousness. I want to go into infinite experience of silence. Look at the horizon. I am a tiny star with a blue sky above and a blue water down. A bright sun ahead. I am brilliantly shining soul. I am source of peace. Now take a dip inside the ocean. Dive in. I, the soul, slowly going down into the ocean of peace. As I go down, I find there is a stillness. It's all water around me. As there in ocean, there are many creatures. Here also, in my eternal consciousness of peace, the ocean of eternal consciousness, there are many memories. But when I am peaceful inside, I am a soul merged in my eternal silence. I can see all my memories with a distance, being witness about them. Visualize all the people who came across in your life, good or bad, friend or not friends. Just allow their faces to float in water and check yourself. You are merged in the ocean of silence. You are actually not feeling any feeling about them. This is the infinite, eternal silence. I am just playing the role there. I have no feeling for anyone, neither good nor bad. I am peaceful. Now, gently, I, the soul, come above the surface of water. Look at the sun, sun rays. I can observe sun rays in me. This is Almighty's rays, Almighty's direct powers, which I can observe in me. And now I change the dimension. I go into the room of a small room of inner consciousness. Look at the window now. There is a vastness outside the window. But whenever I come in feeling of my role, I can reach up to this room only, leaving even this room of inner consciousness behind. I came back to the forehead of this body. I am a star on the forehead of this body. I can radiate peace around me. Think for your face, your smile, your eyes. How are you feeling now? You are a soul. You know you are eternal. You can connect with your eternity, but still, you are supposed to play this role for some more years. And that is why you came back to the consciousness of this body. Now, come back. Keep your eyes half open. Check your feelings. Check your feelings and come back. Well, this infinite experience, I don't know, it can be in percentage for you, but the number of time with your method, if you go in and check it out and come back out, going in and out, going up and down, these two things are the basic feelings inside for the experience of silence, the infinite silence. So, for such meditation, you have to go through all the three dimensions before going to this fourth, the experience. Experiment of silence at behavior level, experiment of silence at thoughts level, aura level, experiments of silence with at knowledge level, knowing about it, and then experience based experiments. So, this is all what we want to share with you for this topic. And thanks for your patient listening. We will hope to see you next week again. Om Shanti.